Rồi, ok, chúng ta sẽ quay lại cốt truyện của Genshin nè. Lần này thì tôi sẽ chăm chỉ hơn, tại vì phiên bản 2.0 là biến quá. Ok, let's go, let's go. Như các bạn đã biết là chương trước thì chúng ta đã được diễn kiến thủ lĩnh của quân kháng chiến. Ôi mẹ, nhớ đẹp thay, thề mấy ông luôn. Nhưng tiếc là tôi kỳ này chắc không đủ tiền để rồi buồn ghê.
Aha, there you are. Good to see you. Your appointment with Sangonomiya is fast approaching. We should get going. Are you ready? We'll start by heading to the camp on Watatsumi Island, and then we'll go meet Her Excellency together from there. If you start to feel seasick at any point during the trip, let me know straight away. That said, you've spent time with the Crux fleet in the past, so I think you'll probably be
Qua nhà
fine.
của thủ lĩnh hen.
Ready? And away we go!
Tại sao không tele? Chúa. Hết là tôi đi mở map trước rồi nha. Nghe điểm thui hen, điểm thui. Đi gì? Đi qua đảo này xa lắm. Phải đi mở map trước. Như cái thị cung đó trời. Thì mấy cô tiên cá nữa vậy trời ơi, cuộc sống hạnh phúc với lời luôn. Chắc tôi cũng phải đi làm clip lụm mấy thằng Lâm thằng Đồng bên kia hết này. Khoan, phải đi mở map trước, mở cái điểm dịch chuyển trước, không mốt tele về đây mệt lắm. Khi bạn khám phá một cái map mới thì bạn phải ưu tiên cái điểm dịch chuyển trước nha, thì nó gần, sao thì nó tiện. Sẽ không muốn có cái cảm giác mà đi bộ cút bộ mỗi khi có cái nhiệm vụ mới đâu, mệt lắm. Yahoo!
Here we are, the training grounds for Watatsumi Island's troops. Right now, the resistance is predominantly made up of local soldiers from Watatsumi Island. Some of them are fighting with the Shogun's army in Tatarasuna, and some of them are stationed here on the island to keep the locals safe.
Did you used to train here too?
Yep. Unfortunately, I had to join the fight in Tatarasuna before I'd had the chance to impress the instructor. So they
Thì
had
ra
me
là
start
một
off by
cái
helping
loại
in the
cuộc bắp mình
logistics
bị đặt đi
division.
ra đến trận ha.
I'll be staying here for now. If you need me for anything, just come here. If I'm not around, just write a note and stick it on the wall. As soon as I see it, I'll come find you. Shoot! It's nearly time for the appointment with Her Excellency. I'll have to show you around Watatsumi Island some other time. For now, let's get ourselves over to Sangonomiya.
Đại nhân. Yeah. Mà tôi chỉ thích Kokomi thôi nhé.
So, Sangonomiya is the name of the place where Sangonomiya Kokomi lives? Huh.
Ủa Sangonomiya cũng là Kokomi hả? Gì của đặt tên bước lẹo lưỡi. Dạ. Ai cho mày gặp quay phu theo? Chưa. Có vẻ chấp nhận được. Đi gặp quay phu liền. Cái này chắc giờ ấp cho Sangonomiya gì? Kokomi. Cái này đẹp quá ta. Chỉ máy tôi không bị hư thì tôi sẽ cho mấy ông xem cái cảnh đẹp như thế nào. Nói chung bạn cứ vô trải nghiệm đi nhé. Bạn đi dịch chuyển trước là ưu tiên hàng đầu rồi.
food supplies are the absolute top priority, period. We
Mẹ mà
cannot
đầu tiên
afford
dở
any
quá.
losses.
Đầu tiên không
With the
cute tí
conflict
nào.
between us and the Shogun's army getting more
Giọng tự nhiên
intense
bị
by
khô
the
khan,
day,
hơi
we
bị khô
must
khan đúng
prioritize the stability of the rear guard.
Understood.
Biết
I will think of a
giọng của
way.
này á, giọng
Take
của
heart.
cô
We
mẹ
have a
phải
fresh
cute
batch
thật
of
bay
supplies
mon.
in hand,
Trời
and I'm
ơi,
working on expanding the army.
tôi không tiếc tiền đó
I
rồi.
appreciate that the lack
Đang có
of
đợt
manpower
reset
has been
nạp á.
hard on all of you,
Tôi sẽ
but
không tiếc
things
tiền
are
tiền
going
nạp
to
vô tôi
get
rồi.
better.
We're expanding the army?
Mà
That's
đầu tiên
great.
dở quá nên thôi.
Whoever this mystery supporter is, they're doing us
Tức
a
là
great
tôi, nếu
service.
mà ông kêu chỉnh vô Nhật thì tôi cũng không thích vô Nhật đâu. Tại vì nghe vô
What are
Nhật
you
tôi cũng
doing
chả hiểu
back
gì.
on Watatsumi Island?
Nghe
Might
tiếng
I
Anh tôi
ask
còn
who?
hiểu chút. Ví dụ như dịch
VIP
đoạn này
guests of
sai.
Her Excellency,
Ví
that's
dụ
who.
nghe đoạn này
I'm
sai
acting
thì
under
mình
orders
theo
to
dịch
escort
lại.
them both here.
Oh, really? Wait, so are you the new recruit
Đang
everyone's
được
been
nhanh rồi,
talking about?
siêu tốc.
Strength of 20 men, splits an arrow in twain from 100 paces. Skin as hard as diamond. That's you?
Đúng rồi còn gì.
Seriously? What is going on with these rumors?
You've come a long way. I'm sure you must be here on pressing business, so I won't disturb you any further.
Râu kém này
Feel
tên là
free to visit me
Daisuke
if you have any time to spare. Your Excellency, I'll take my leave.
Your Excellency, I couldn't help but overhear Okubo mention something about a third-party supporter. What
Nên
was
biết là
that
những
about?
cái đứa mà
Not long
những
ago,
đứa trong
someone wrote to me
anime
saying that they
mà
wish to
những đứa con
support
gái
the
trong
Watatsumi
anime mà có
Island
màu tóc màu
resistance
hồng rất
effort.
thường rất là đẹp.
To that end, they also
Sự thật
furnished
thật
us with
sự.
a great deal of supplies. Thanks to them, we
giờ
can
đi đẹp cái
finally
rồi.
start recruiting troops on the scale we need to openly confront the Shogun's army on the front line. I am not without my doubts about the
Giống
whole
như đẹp với
affair,
một cách gọi là
but Watatsumi Island
Ah,
is hardly
oh my
affluent,
god.
and these supplies are a much-needed lifeline for us. The sender's conditions were also reasonable. They simply
Ấy thậm
asked
chí
us
còn
to
bonus thêm
dedicate
luôn cả.
ourselves fully to fighting against the Shogun's army.
Đẹp thế.
Whatever other motives they may
Thua
have,
rồi.
we are at least aligned on this. So let's consider them an anonymous ally. Naturally, we shouldn't let our guard down. If you discover anything out of the ordinary, please report it to me at once.
Your Excellency, does this mean that the food at the front line is gonna get any better? I was at the field hospital the other day,
Còn bây giờ
and
kén chả
everyone
trộn
was
canh nữa
begging
đấm
for some
cho phát
barbecued
giờ.
meat.
Làm lính đi đó, làm lính đi.
Don't worry, I've already made arrangements for that. Everyone will have their fill of meat. But to be clear, still no alcohol.
Ấy mà tôi cũng đói
That's
bụng nha. Tôi
fantastic.
cũng muốn ăn được
I
ăn thịt.
understand how hard it's been on everyone.
Không phải
The
ăn thịt
Resistance
ăn
Army's rations have
ức.
barely changed at all since the Vision Hunt
ăn,
decree was first announced. I will discuss this with the
Nó
logistics
kiểu như là
division
bạn
to
khi
see
bạn đứng
what
trước một người
further
đẹp nào đó là
improvements can
bạn
be
sẽ kiểu
made.
như bạn không phải
Our
giữ vững
supplies
được cái gì
are
gọi
still
là sự
limited.
chín chắn của mình.
I must ask you to remain patient until victory is ours.
When will the Vision Hunt decree finally end?
That's the question. And I'm afraid I don't have an answer. The mere
Yêu cầu yêu
existence
vô
of
phải
the
có nhiệm
Vision
vụ
Hunt
hẹn hò
decree
với
is
cô
baffling.
Mi.
The
Nghe
Tenryou
đẹp quá.
Commission's attitude just doesn't seem to add up, and neither does the Shogun's. The Tenryou Commission's zealous support for the decree seemed to come out of nowhere, and the Shogun seems completely indifferent to the fact that it has effectively caused a civil war. I suspect the Vision Hunt decree won't end until these mysteries are solved. All I can say for certain is that as long as the Vision Hunt decree remains in force, we will never give up our fight. Traveler, to confirm, knowing the current situation facing Watatsumi Island and the Resistance, are you still willing to fight with us?
Nguyên nhân hiến cả con tiếp trời ơi. Quá đúng ý thật luôn.
Good. Then here is your assignment. I hereby appoint you as captain of the Watatsumi Island Special Operations Unit, Swordfish 2.
Yên tâm đi quý cô.
Whoa,
Cô đẹp như
whoa,
thế thì tôi sẵn
what?
sàng chết vì cô.
Swordfish too? Is this the same Swordfish Special Ops unit that I'm thinking of? It's hard enough getting into a Special Ops unit at the bottom rung, let alone jumping to captain in one fell swoop. This is incredible.
Although this appointment breaks with convention, I firmly believe that with your wisdom, courage, and strength, you can lead your team to victory.
Great! So when do we take up our post?
The
Mình
members of
sẽ được
Swordfish
lãnh
2
đạo một
are
đội quân
currently
nữa.
on standby in a valley to the
Không biết có được
southwest.
cho nâng cấp không nữa. Giống như
Ronin
lập
have been
một cái
causing
cơ
trouble
chế
down
nâng
there
cấp đội
lately,
hình quân
and
lính
we
vô
need a special operations unit
nhỏ
to
đều
eliminate them and stabilize the rear guard.
thì sẽ hay.
I have already written your
Tôi
appointment letter, which you will need to show
chất
them on
khóc vậy
arrival.
nhận làm gì?
Once that's out of the way,
Vì những đứa
please
dễ hơi
lead
hơn
them
mình hả?
in ridding the area of Ronin. The Special Ops Unit comprises Watatsumi Island's elite soldiers.
Nói chung
They
cô
can
bị
be
đẹp
a
quá.
little rough around the edges, but I have every confidence that you will win their trust.
What about me, Your Excellency? Any battles you need me to get involved in? I want to make a contribution to the Resistance too.
Of course. I'll arrange something and brief you shortly.
All right! One successful operation coming right up! You may have swiped the captaincy of Swordfish too, but watch this space, because this guy's on
Thằng
his
cú
way
bắp
up!
này cũng là với trưởng.
Okay, sure. Well, be careful out there.
Chắc
Don't
tao
push
đợi một
yourself
súng dày
too
luôn.
hard. Well, Traveler, let's move out.
Trời ơi. Cô bắp nó cũng lên đứng chức đội trưởng. Nghe. Đúng là hưởng vinh quang kém mà. Còn mà cũng nhờ nó mình mới được vô quân đội kháng chiến dễ dàng. Hình quá, mở dịp dịch chuyển đây rồi. Tất cả cút ra. Đội trưởng tới đây.
Ah, you must be the new captain of Swordfish 2. Her Excellency briefed us in advance. Your reputation precedes you, and the appointment letter is all in order. But I still have my doubts.
About what?
I'll be straight with you. I want to know whether you have what it takes to lead us.
Thậm chí bố mày mạnh như
You
trâu.
mean, like,
Tôi
a
thần
duel?
cũng phải gọi bà cụ.
Normally, a duel
Thật
would
ra
be
thì
the
lôi
quickest
thần
way
quýnh
to
tôi
settle
sắp
the
mặt
question.
chạy hơn tôi
But
chạy
this
kịp.
time, we've got a better way.
À không,
We're
có tô ma
stationed
cứu
here
chứ.
because of all the Ronin causing trouble
Chứ
in
không
these
cũng
parts. If
cũng
you
ra
can
gì
get
này
rid of them
nọ
for
rồi.
us, we'll take that as a measure of your strength.
All right, let's show them what you're made of.
Ở mà cái gì đối bóng ma thật gì ở đây. Ok. Nhào vô.
Let's get down to business.
Nice and spicy.
Ring cutter.
Yeah, there's more. Finally, to the very.
Mà thấy tôi mạnh chứ, tôi hợp chí tôi cứ chém thừa tôi cục giết được tụi nó.
Okay,
Thật ra là nhờ
seems
mấy
like
cái
you can
tiền.
hold your own. The rumors are exaggerations, of course, but still, your abilities are admirable. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Kotoku, acting captain of Swordfish 2. This is Yoshihisa, a fellow veteran of the team. I now formally cede the position of captain to you. Swordfish 2 awaits your orders.
There are 2 hard-hit areas. This was one of them, but thanks to you, this area is now secure. Their only remaining stronghold is located at the shallows on the east side of the island. That said, the ones over there are tougher, and there's more of them.
You got that right. Watatsumi Island is busy fighting the Shogun's army on the front line. We can't let these guys mess up things at the rear.
Được thành tựu cá kiếm 2. Rồi, cứu giúp những người dân đang bị uy hiếp này. Con chiên chứ. Cứ ra. Em sức mạnh của nhân vật chính đây.
There's so many of them.
That's not even all of them. They have 2 more camps nearby. Whichever camp we attack, it's the Ronin in the other 2 camps that'll cause us issues. They might decide to provide backup or abandon them and escape on their own. But Captain, that would put you in great danger. If we spread our troops too thin, we won't have enough men to guard you. It's too risky.
Yep, the Traveler eats amateurs like these for breakfast.
Chúng tôi chấp.
All right then. We'll deal with them all in one go and rendezvous with you on completion.
Mà chấp thiệt mà, tại mình có 4 thằng mà đâu phải chỉ 1 thằng.
Let's get down to business.
No, my sword.
Wind blade.
Asagi. Action ghi cục bắp vậy.
To the ferry.
Out of the frying pan.
Đâu, cũng được chứ đó.
Finally,
Cuối rồi nè. À hồ cái gì?
Let me weave you a verse. Hear me. Rain outline through.
Ông.
That should be the last of them. You didn't get hurt, did you? Cool. Paimon wonders how everything is going with Kotoku and Yoshihisa. Should we go over and check on them?
Captain!
Captain, the other 2 camps have been cleared. The entire rearguard of Watatsumi Island is now secure.
Great! We solved the Ronin problem and got everyone to look after us, too. But what's next? Let's go back and check with Kokumi.
Finally, we got it done. These Ronin have been bugging me for ages, but Kotoku wouldn't let us at them until now.
What? No way could you have taken them down without the new captain here. I was putting the safety of the team first. Got it?
Oh, come on. You were just being a coward.
Hey, cut the attitude! These guys, honestly. Forget them. Let's go.
Kệ mấy thằng trẻ trâu đi. Chúng ta sẽ đi đó chỉ với con cơ bị nhiều. Con cô Mỹ ơi. Con cô Mỹ. Nó chỉ tiếp con cô Mỹ rồi.
How was it? Did your initiation go smoothly? I'm sure you're playing it down a little. Kotoku and the others put you through your paces, I presume. But with your level of ability, I'm sure it was a walk in the park. Since you're back, I take it that the Ronin are now gone from Watatsumi Island?
You bet! We sure showed them who's boss!
Đến không trùng phát nào.
Now we just need to make sure Okubo keeps a close watch to prevent their resurgence. Thank you. I believe in rewarding merit, so you will be compensated for your hard work. Let me see. Too soon for another promotion, I think. I could increase your pay. I gave him an assignment. He's taking part in a surprise attack against the Shogun's navy. He expressed a desire to be on the front line, so I honored his wishes. Now, speaking of assignments, I have a special mission I'd like to give you.
Nhiệm vụ đặc biệt à?
A special mission?
Yes. In between Watatsumi Island and Tarasuna, there are some ruins
Phải gồm cái di
relating
tích
to
ma
a
thần à?
god who fell in the Archon War. There are several small islands there.
Nếu bạn chưa biết
This
ma
is
thần
a
là gì
transit
thì
point
bạn
when
sẽ
transporting
hãy
supplies.
nhớ lại cảnh
Recently,
mà
however,
ở Liu
supplies
mà
stored there have started to
ma
go
thần bão
missing
tố
for
á,
no obvious reason.
lúc mà
Stranger still,
thích
the
tên Liu
Resistance
với
army passed by and
5
reported
con
they found no
linh
signs
thú
of danger.
hợp sức quýnh lại nữa.
I'd like to task you with getting to the bottom of
Rồi
this.
gì?
It's not urgent, so there is no need to
Rồi
leave
thím với bà
immediately.
thím gì tôi quên mất
I
tiêu rồi.
suggest you take a few
Trưởng
days
của
to
thất tinh Liu
familiarize
là
yourselves
cái gì
with
ta?
the army, and also with Watatsumi
Liên quan
Island.
đúng rồi, phải dùng nguyên cái đảo cái nhà của
You
bà
can catch up with him.
quả được
Then pick a day when the weather's good to set
nhà
sail
cái
for the
nhà
islands.
giác vàng rồ vip
Is
nhớ
Tekken really
tè
gonna
xuống
be okay?
rồi mới
He has
dập
a
tắt được
tendency
con
to dive into
ma thần
action
nữa.
without thinking things through. Oh, Paimon can't help but feel a little worried about him. Oh, why don't we go wait for him at the training grounds?
Và sau đó chúng ta được biết rằng thằng Zhongli là cái thằng nó có sức mạnh đàn áp một dễ dàng con ma thần đó mà lại không xuất hiện.
Long time no see.
Đúng là
So,
thần lửa.
how's Swordfish 2 treating you? Getting along okay with everyone? Well, you're in luck, because this season veterans got a few leadership tips for you. Raising their pay will boost morale, while giving them a few bounties will act as an incentive to go the extra mile. It's also important to maintain strict discipline at all times, and finally... wait. What was it? What was it?
Wow. Where'd you learn all that, Tepe?
I read it in a novel from the Eye Publishing House. It was a long time ago. You wouldn't believe how many dongo it took to convince my friend to let me borrow it.
You're seriously gonna use a novel to tell people how to run an army? Pretty sure that's called being an armchair general.
Ha ha! That's where you underestimate me. That's right. I'm learning military management on the job now. Just like you'd better believe it, thanks to my outstanding achievements in the recent naval battle, I have officially been made the captain of my
Thằng này
very
cái
own
thằng bằng
special
chức mình nha.
operations unit.
Biết chứ, nó cái
A
thằng của Bắc.
brand new unit, Herring 1. What do you think? Pretty awesome, right? I spoke to Her Excellency, and she says our uniforms are in production. Let's go collect them together once they're ready. I can't wait to put them on. We're really gonna look the part. Everything's going great. Our mystery sponsor supplies have really helped turn things
Có
around.
mùi NTR ở đây rồi.
Paimon get a uniform too?
Of course. You're a recognized member of the Watatsumi
Rồi
Island
bay mới mặc đồ này
Resistance.
được rồi, còn gì mặc ung phục.
Captain, a new assignment has come in.
Thank you, soldier. I'll be there on the double. All right, I better go. See you again soon. You'd better watch out, partner. At the rate I'm going, I'll overtake you if you're not careful.
Ha! In your dreams, mister!
I wouldn't be so confident if I were you. I'm at the top of my game right now. This is my time to shine.
Nhiệt tình còn yếu đuối bằng sự ngu dốt.
Paimon's so surprised that Tepe's been made a platoon captain. He must have been working super hard. Let's take a break, then go check out these Archon war ruins.
Trời, lại đi qua đảo. Tôi bơi hơi bị nhiều rồi đó, tôi mệt lắm rồi. Trời ơi. Kể ra cũng hay nhỉ, đang một dình gì hùng dịch dữ dội mà cũng ra phiên bản mới đầy đủ chứ. Ra mắt mới, ra Kumi này nọ. Được chết. Như cái mấy anh ở video hồ cũng cố gắng hết sức để làm phiên bản hay rồi. Chạy kịp deadline chứ.
Electro monuments look a little suspicious.
Nhìn là biết rồi, khỏi nói. Đúng là vậy môn.
Behold.
Chết bạn hay điệt. Ow!
I swear by my sword.
Wind blade.
Glad that's over. As monsters go, that one was pretty tough. But what's such a huge Thunderhelm Lodge Earl doing here in the first place? Doesn't make any sense. Also, the atmosphere here gives Paimon the creeps. Anyway, the good thing is that it's over now. We should probably get going. Huh? Tepe, what are you doing here?
Wow, This is a surprise. I didn't know you were the ones investigating here. I just got back from delivering some supplies to the front line. I figured I'd stop by and clear any threats in this area on the way back.
À,
All right there, buddy.
thằng này giống như kiểu đang lợi dụng chúng ta nè.
Leave the
Trời
worst
ơi.
where.
I'm fine. It's nothing. I must have caught a cold a couple of days ago while I was out at sea. On my way past, I heard that someone had just arrived
Thằng
on the
này nó
island
giống
to
như nó lên đây
investigate,
trước rồi. Nó
I
bị
thought I'd come
con
and take
khi
a
tôi
look.
chui vua huy
If
chui
there'd
điện
been
nãy
some
tập.
real danger, I
Trốn
might
chờ
have had the
chờ
chance to
thời
be
ra
a hero.
giảng đạo.
Shame it was just you guys.
Tao biết mày rõ mà.
Guess I came here for nothing.
Cái thằng cùi bắp này nó cần phải tiêu diệt sớm.
Don't you think there's something strange about this place?
Now that you mention it,
Lãnh đạo mà không có tài năng thì chỉ là xứng đáng loại
it
thất dép
could be
thôi.
that the Thediarygame is more palpable here, I guess. We're not that far away from Orobashi's remains.
Orabashi? Who's that?
A god. Look, there's the corpse over there.
Ah, it's a gigantic snake skeleton! Oh, it looks terrifying!
Orobashi was the one who brought our ancestors from Kanomiya up to the surface. That's the origin of the Watatsumi Island you know today. Our ancestors regarded it as a guardian deity. But during the Archon War, Orobashi invaded Yashiori Island. The Raiden Shogun came out in person and slew Orobashi with the Muso no Hitotachi. That same slash also formed what later became known as Musojin Gorge.
The Raiden Shogun created Musojin Gorge in one
Chém ra sao
slash.
trời, thật lợi hại.
Wow!
Rồi bà chị nói thằng chỉ được cái đẹp thôi, đi đâu mà anh. Chỉ ăn hiếp chúng ta thôi.
The Archon War was brutal. And Yashiori Island was completely destroyed during that battle. They say the Shogun lost something very dear to her along the way, too. Since Orobashi's death, there has always been some animosity between Watatsumi Island and the Shogunate, but our different beliefs have nothing to do with why the resistance was formed. We only rose up to fight against the Vision Hunt Decree. When Orobashi attacked civilization, the Shogun stood up and put a stop to it. But now that the Shogun is stripping people of their ambitions with the Vision Hunt Decree, it's time for someone to stand up and stop the Shogun. All right, I'm heading back. I was just dealing with some of the Shogun's elite samurai, so I think I'm gonna take a quick breather, and it's on to my next assignment.
Tôi nghi thằng này là bị
You
cái
should report back to Sangonomiya as soon as
con vua đá
possible.
thì tôi đập.
Don't stay here longer than you need to. Being around the Thediarygame too long won't do your health any good. Hey, don't worry about
Hai
me.
mày bị Covid. Thằng này là bị Covid rồi. Không chừng có lây, nó bị Covid rồi lây cho tôi. Trời ơi. Cách ly 14 ngày, không có
He
nhiều.
sure made some big progress if he's already dealing with Shogunate samurai. Paimon can hardly believe it.
Đó là tôi chích vaccine rồi
Let's
nha.
report back to Kokomi.
Vaccine của anh ra Neneka. Đấy, thành ra tôi không sợ bị lây. Nhưng mà mới tiêm mũi 1 thôi, đang đợi lịch đợi vaccine về để được tiêm mũi 2. Tiêm mũi 2 thì sẽ có kháng thể cao hơn. Dạo này nó chưa hẹn tôi lên tiêm ta. Lâu quá rồi. À, cái thằng đuôi sống.
Kokomi, we're back! Oh, look, Goro's here too! What happened? They look so serious.
Approximately how many people are exhibiting these symptoms?
I haven't had the chance to do a full count yet.
Kokomi, Goro, what's going on?
Recently, some of our soldiers started showing symptoms of accelerated aging. I called them in for questioning and found out they'd
Cho
privately
bạn chứ biết
acquired
cái
some
thằng
secret
Roro này
weapons
là
from our
hiện nhân
sponsor.
vật hệ nham.
Most of them are highly ambitious
Và nó
types,
là một thằng
vehemently
sim
opposed to the Vision Hunt
sim chúa
Decree.
Kokomi.
They've been using
Kiểu
these
như
new
Kokomi là
weapons
tấn
secretly
tấn
since
toàn
getting
năng
hold
trong
of
cái
them.
đầu suy nghĩ của nó
So
vậy.
that's why the war has been going unusually well.
Yeah.
But risky secret weapons are not the answer. We must put a stop to it
Cái thằng sim
immediately.
chúa này cần phải lo trừ.
Goro, have you managed to acquire one of these weapons?
Oh, most of the officers refused to hand them over. Still, I did manage to get one.
Do you know something about this?
Cái gì vậy?
So that means our secret sponsor is the Fatui?
But why would the Fatui do this? Forget that. There's no time. Right now, we need to inform the whole army to cease using their delusions immediately. All soldiers who have shown symptoms are to be taken for treatment.
Đúng rồi, cái gì phản diện cũng dính
just
cái
hope we'll be
gì
in
cái gì
time to
cái gì
save
cái
them.
gì ta, những cái gì xấu xa nhất đều có dính dáng với tôi.
Speaking of soldiers with symptoms. No.
Không biết băng
surely
thần
we can't have-
có đẹp không nữa. Anh thần là trai hay
let's
gái
go
nhỉ?
check on him.
Lát nữa tôi phải đi đọc lại cốt truyện của 7 vị thần.
Goro, let's go to the resistance camp ourselves. The use of delusions has to stop right away.
Yes, Your Excellency.
Thì không chờ cái thằng kia nó xài delusion rồi. Quýt ra để tao điều tra.
Oh,
Trời sao dài nhanh gì chắc.
guys. What are you doing here? Just a moment.
Tôi mới làm nhiệm vụ có 30 phút thôi mà nó già còn hơn 70 tuổi.
It's weird.
Phải luôn thiệt.
I don't know where all my strength's gone.
Thì ra nó xài delusion của tuổi của tôi.
Oh, right, yeah. I haven't had time to give you the full details. Well, I made a lot of great contributions to the war effort lately.
Cha của Deluxe cũng từng
Shogun's army
xài
at sea,
delusion, sau đó bị
taking on shogunate
ông dùng
samurai
sức quá
all
sức
by
mạnh
myself,
bị tan xác luôn.
rescuing my comrades from
Sau
an
này
ambush.
Deluxe mới tức
Things I never would have
rồi sau
dreamed
đó
I could do
đội
when you first met me.
kỵ sĩ Tây Phong mới đến
Yeah,
là
we're stronger still.
điều tra, nhưng mà lại muốn che giấu cái này đi để không ảnh hưởng,
More I
làm
can
hoang
do
mang
for the
người dân.
resistance.
Đó. Rồi thành ra sau này Deluxe nó mới ghét đội kỵ sĩ Tây Phong.
Where's my secret weapon gone?
Làm gì
It wasn't long after you were
Như
made
là
captain of
trên tình
Swordfish
bạn với
2.
tình yêu ấy.
I met these
Làm gì
mysterious people.
thật là buồn.
Said they were with our supporters.
Sự tôi cũng
They gave
mong
it to
con cái
me
cốt truyện bị Deluxe này
and said
lần
that as long as
tại
I
vì
have the
Deluxe là
will to
người
become
gánh tem
stronger,
đầu tiên trong đội tôi mà.
his secret weapon
Không có
will
Deluxe
answer
làm
my
gì có
call.
tôi gì hàng hôm nay. Đầu game nếu mấy bạn mà
It's
có
just
Deluxe
like a
hay Jin
vision.
á, trời ơi phải nói mà
Isn't it?
đỉnh của chớp luôn.
Of course, I've never used a vision, so I
Bởi vì sao?
wouldn't know
Hai
the
con đó là
difference.
hai con có đạt sức mạnh, ngưỡng sức mạnh nhanh nhất.
Delusion.
Tại sao thì nó hơi bị đuối
Oh God.
đuối sức mạnh so với các nhân vật DBS
Doesn't
khác.
sound very good.
Jin thì nó hơi cũng
What's the
dạng
difference
DBS nhưng mà
between
DBS theo kiểu hơi
delusion
vừa có đam vừa có
and
heal, nhưng mà
vision?
đánh kiểu đánh thường ấy nên nó yếu đuối gì sao á.
Gosh.
Deluxe thì
I
khác,
suppose
Deluxe
it's
thì
not
nó
too
dạng
surprising
DBS
that a
mà ly đánh đồng.
mysterious weapon of unknown origins
Đẹp càng
would
đông
come
thì nó
with its
càng mạnh.
risks. I've been getting more and more
Thì
tired.
sao thì đuối
over
hơn
the
phụ
past
tao
few
mạnh
days,
lắm.
and
Tao
I have
chùm
this
DBS với Ela nữa.
strange sense of dread. At first, I'd find I was a little
Hiện
more
tại thì
beat
tôi chỉ
than
biết
usual
Ela
after a
với
battle.
phụ tao
Didn't think
và
anything of it,
Anju là những con DBS mạnh.
but today I
Cánh Quyên thì
I
sao?
got
Cánh
back
Quyên
and
thì
suddenly my vision was going blurry. This is a real
cái bài
shame.
trọng kích là con cái kênh Quyên sẽ chém con quá bị bay, thành ra nó chỉ thích hợp đánh mấy con boss thôi.
Guess I didn't receive the favor of the gods after all. Hey, would you do something for me?
Nãy giờ tôi tâm sự bản thân nhiều quá, giờ thằng này đang
Mine for me.
hấp hối gì
Bring it back here.
để lại lời trăn trối cho tôi nhưng mà
and
tôi
we
lại
can
không nghe.
change together.
Thật tội lỗi quá. Thôi rồi, anh mình sẽ giải quyết
What's
cho
that
chú.
look for? Don't worry, partner.
Mới
Soon as
được
I've
bầu là
rested
người
up,
trưởng
I'll
là
be
lại hy
right
sinh
as
sớm.
rain. Right as rain, I tell you. As soon as I've rested up.
No, TP.
Hey, where are you going? Hey!
TP là hy sinh rồi.
Tepe's breathing is getting weaker and weaker.
Bạn đừng lo, tại vì MiHoYo nó không có chơi mấy cái đoạn mà drama gì vậy? Đoạn gì là đúng rồi, drama. Canh buồn là bị có. Không.
How's Tepe's condition? put out the order to seize all delusions. The vast majority are showing some loss of vitality, but nothing serious. Sadly, a few have been less fortunate.
Your Excellency, I'm planning to establish a dedicated field hospital to monitor their condition. The soldiers are up in arms about the ban, though. They know
Nghĩa là
full
thằng này
well
cách
what a delusion
xa
is,
cô của Mỹ
but
có
they
đưa
still
ra thì
intend
giết
to
hết.
keep using them.
Okay, I'll leave you to deal with the situation.
Ủa
I
ghê
have to
đẹp
get to the
quá.
front line. This whole fiasco is certain to be a blow to morale. If the Shogun's army attacks now while we're scrambling to recover, it could well undo everything we have achieved so far. What are your thoughts?
Yêu cầu Miêu vô có một nhiệm vụ hẹn hò với cô Mỹ.
No, it's too dangerous. The Sakoku decree is still in force, so their delusions must be produced within Inazuma's borders. To organize an operation of this scale, they will have had to mobilize a huge amount of manpower and resources. They can't have done it without local support. If we want to stop them, we have to destroy the factory where the delusions are made. But it's sure to be heavily guarded.
Trời ơi.
It's dangerous to go alone. At least take some troops with you.
Your Excellency, given the urgency of the situation, we were
trong
hardly
phiên bản này
discreet
chúng
when
ta sẽ được gặp
confiscating
boss
the
tuần mới,
delusions.
nhưng mà không
The
biết khi
Fatui
nào
are sure
sẽ
to
được
take
gặp.
notice. If we spend any longer amassing our
Chắc khi
forces,
phá
they will get wind of our plans
căn
and make
căn
their
cứ của
escape.
Fatui thì chúng ta sẽ được gặp
Very
rồi.
true. Let me think. I gave this some thought while you were confiscating the delusions. The side of the factory must be big and secluded, but close enough to a transport route to ensure the supply of raw materials. Not many places meet these criteria, and if we take the locations where our soldiers receive their delusions into account as well, I suspect the site is likely to be the cliffs near the ocean at the southwest of Yashiori Island. I'm not going to stop you, but please be careful. We have lost too many courageous fighters already.
Cái
I
gương mặt
don't
này,
want to lose you too.
cái thân hình này.
Huh? You mean to the delusion factory?
Yên tâm gì cô của Mỹ. Giải quyết tất cả cho em.
Really? You aren't gonna think it over first?
Đánh lúc trả thù cho.
Fine.
Trả thù cho Teppei. Cho cô Mỹ nữa. Cho cô cút. Của mê trai. Cho tôi trở thành cái thằng bẩn bợ như thế gì. Đây, tập trung vô cốt truyện nè. Nguyễn căn cứu Fatui. Chắc chắn là ở trong núi này. Không hề để mặc cái gương. Rồi.
Let's finish this swiftly.
You want me on your team? For justice.
Mong là đừng có cơ quan gì nha. Yeah. Yeah. Sao có gì đó trên đầu nè. Nhưng mà hôm sau nó chỉ gây 3.000 sát thương thôi. Trong khi đó má tôi tới 21.000.
No, my sword!
Time for retribution! Disappear!
Killjoy can only just begun.
Đúng là không phải là hình nhất thường phản.
Teamwork is dreamwork!
Nó rơi nữa không?
So, is this what delusions are made from? So much crystal marrow. Now,
Run.
where have we seen that? Wait a second. Are they getting this Burrito? So the Conjure Commission are...
Yên coi.
Citizens shine.
Cái này đập được nè. Không đập được.
Yikes! It looks dangerous. We'd better watch our step or we might get hit.
Thấp thế gì trời ơi. Pháp tới nhiều lắm lo gì. À, đừng có lọt xuống đây nha. Để tôi xem có cái rương ở đây không. Không rồi. Nhiều ở đây nè. Điệt. Qua đây mới đúng, qua đây mới đúng. Lỗi chút đúng không? À. Đó như nhảy bên kia. Đây. Rồi đây. Đứng lại xem chút coi có cái rương không. Không. Đây thôi Ngọc. Mở rương phía trên rồi. Ở.
Intruder spotted! Do not let them impede the work of the Harbingers. You'll never get out of here alive.
Giết thằng này trước, tại vì tôi không có băng. Yes. Ở mục tiêu thôi. Rồi.
Nó gọi là cuốn máu rồi.
Retribution!
Chị nhẹ qua vô.
Let me read you a book. Teamwork is dreamwork.
Verdict is...
Now this idiot must have a death wish. Don't be intimidated. Lord Harbinger will be here soon.
Burn!
Quýnh thở của mình luôn.
Winter.
You actually managed to find this
Holy
place.
shit, thằng chắc có mod trong đây vậy?
Congratulations.
Thằng này trong sự kiện
Barely two words in.
thiên thạch nè.
And you already look like you want me dead. Oh, so that's what this is about.
Sự kiện thiên thạch gây ngủ trên toàn trên hai vùng đất Liyue và Mondstadt.
I'm just here to follow orders.
Còn đó là nhờ có Mona cứu chúng ta để chúng ta sẽ không chúng ta sẽ không đụng độ thằng này. Nhưng thằng này nó cũng cùng sức, tôi nghĩ thằng này cũng cùng sức mạnh của với chị dễ thôi.
Over nothing. You've changed. You're getting weak.
How can you say this is nothing?
How can you call it anything more? It's the way of the world. Human life is worthless. They were always going to die, with or without a delusion. At least having one gives them a chance to fulfill their ambitions. Do you have any idea how useful the vision hunt decree is to us? It took a lot of work to make it happen. Obviously, it was in our best interests. Good news is, our hard work is finally paying off. Generating conflict creates a big market for delusions.
Thì ra lôi thần hợp tác với pha tôi cung lập Genshin để cho người dân sử dụng delusion.
Controlling the world, trading their life for supreme power. Pretty good deal, don't you think?
So, the Fatui started the vision hunt decree? You've been behind it all along?
From the outside, Inazuma looks pretty impenetrable. But on the inside, it's a land of opportunity. With a little effort, we were able to break them down from within. Eternity stretches things out over a long time. But each moment within it becomes all the more fragile.
Của các quốc gia đều có.
Take your friend in the Resistance, for example. There's nothing you
Tại sao
can
6
do
nước
now.
lại không liên kết để đập chết
Just
băng quốc
like a
kìa?
bubble on the water.
Tại
Beautiful
băng quốc
for
là
a
quân đội
moment,
lớn nhất.
then total destruction.
Khó hiểu.
The more it takes from them, the more tightly they
Nhưng mà
hold on to
nếu
it. And the more incompetent they
theo suy
are,
đoán tôi nè,
the more determined they
bạn
are
biết
to
vì sao
fight
băng
it.
quốc hình
It's
như quân
such a
đội nó rất là mạnh.
farce.
Băng quốc là gì? Ví dụ mấy thằng lính pha tôi nãy nó sử dụng toàn là súng không à, còn mình là còn mấy cái quân quốc khác toàn là đao kiếm không. Yes, đúng bẫy rồi. Mày không bị dính.
That's it. Just like that. Embrace the anger. Embrace it! The wrath of the gods fills his factory, and it feeds on your anger.
Yeah, Miko. Đúng không? Mình là nhân vật chính, mình là không bao giờ bị đánh bại được. Tôi khẳng định mấy ông một câu luôn. Luôn sẽ có một cái thế lực thần bí nào đó giải cứu chúng ta. Ví dụ như hồi nãy, cha dê Miko là giải cứu cả rồi.
Repeat after me. 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3. Come on. Okay, that's positive. Your brain seems relatively unscathed. This is good news. It's just as well, really, with the amount of effort it took me to get you back here.
Hồi nãy như tôi nằm trên đồi của gia dê Miko không?
Glued to the ground back there.
Miko? Paimon's been wanting to ask you about something. How come you're acting so differently from when we first met you?
Cho em nằm. Cho em còn bị thương thế. Em muốn nằm nữa chị ơi.
I've always been like this. People show you whatever side of themselves they want you to see. I know this for a fact. Every side of me is the real me. People just like to define things in all sorts of arbitrary ways. This is a human society. At the moment, anyway. And I'm just doing as I please.
Paimon didn't quite follow.
Study humans a while longer, my little friend. You'll see what I mean.
Right! Paimon was so focused on the Traveler that Paimon didn't notice what you did to get Scaramouche.
Cái xà phép tè giống Muna chứ gì.
What if I told you it was a secret art from the Grand Narukami Shrine, and that I had the balladeer down on his knees, begging for mercy in an instant? Would you believe me?
Tao không tin. Tại vì sao biết không? Tại vì Miko nói là bả là gì? Bạn thân của lôi thần đấy. Bạn thân lôi thần sao mà phèn được đúng không?
Well, maybe you should be worrying less about that, and more about how exactly you're going to thank me, no? Maybe some of your neural circuitry is less intact than I thought.
Sao nói đúng như vậy? Hay là đầu óc bạn đang có chút vấn đề gì đó? Gì cơ?
I didn't mean you had to be so
Xin lỗi
formal
chị, em
about
không
it.
dám cho những tư
I need
tưởng
your
biến thái nữa.
actions, not your words. The delusions. They're still on your mind, aren't they? You needn't worry. The leader of Watatsumi Island took some troops to clear the place out. She's also issued a strict ban on the use of delusions across the whole army. With their stronghold exposed, I doubt the balladeer is stubborn enough to try and retaliate now on his colleague's behalf. It would be more trouble than it's worth. I must say, I would relish the opportunity to watch the Fatui getting a taste of their own medicine. Well, anyway, that Songonomiya Kokomi, she really outdid herself this time. I'd love to have another chat with her again in person, but alas, belief systems can be such a hindrance sometimes.
A hindrance? Should you really be saying that as the Gucci of the Grand Shrine?
Anyway, I'm only telling you this to stop you worrying so that you can focus on something I need you to do for me.
Em tụi tôi tự cứu tôi vì tôi đẹp
Met
trai.
her, right? I'm not talking about the puppet. I mean her. You've met her, yes? Yes, the true Raiden Shogun, who meditates endlessly in the plane of Euthymia to preserve her being. Her name is A.
Ê,
Are you saying that the one we met at the ceremony was just a puppet? And the real Raiden Shogun is the one that the traveler met later?
thôi, vậy bên ngoài chỉ là một con rối thôi.
That when the
Hèn
battlefield
chi nó chỉ có
changed,
1/10 sức mạnh
so
của
did the
Shogun.
Because this is the Raiden Shogun's eternity. Before pursuing the eternity of her nation, she had to reach eternity for herself. Since the physical body will eventually turn to dust, she replaced hers with that of a puppet. And since the spirit is susceptible to erosion, she placed her consciousness inside her sword, where she remains in a meditative state, free from all disturbances.
So, that place that she carved open with her sword...
The plane of Euthymia. Essentially, the world inside her mind. A place that typically only allows her existence. She shuts herself off in her inner world, leaving all the affairs of the outside world to be dealt with by a puppet, who has a singular focus on the pursuit of eternity. This is the approach A has come up with for realizing eternity. You mean Morax? It's been a while since I last saw him. A surprising decision by Liyue's Archon. What a fascinating god he is.
It seems like the Raiden Shogun's approach solves the problem Zhang Li was facing, though.
Perhaps. Or you could take the view that she's acting like a little child, throwing a temper tantrum and locking herself in her room. Don't you think? The grand notion of eternity she once held has long since given way to the eternity of her own definition. And ultimately, her eternity is defined by fear. The fear of loss. The truth is, we are on the same side. You want to save the people of Inazuma from the Vision Hunt Decree. So do I. The only difference is that I'd rather like to save this nation and save A while we're at it. The key is that the plane of Euthymia represents A's inner world. Defeat her there, and you may well have the chance to shake the Raiden Shogun's will.
So this is your plan? To abolish the Vision Hunt Decree?
Chúng ta phải đánh bại ý niệm của
Or through an
Raiden Shogun trong không gian.
But by...
Rồi sau đó mới bãi bỏ cái lệnh
the Raiden Shogun's
bãi bỏ cái lệnh kia làm Vision.
You're a fast learner. In short,
Tóm tắt là vậy.
this is the last chance to get Inazuma back on track. Otherwise, an eternity of darkness awaits.
Ôi, cặp đùi đẹp quá.
Don't you realize how special you are? Remember, the plane of
Mấy ông nhìn
Euthymia
tôi biến
is a
thái
space
trong game
where
thì thôi
only
chứ
she is
phải
allowed
đợi
to
tôi
exist.
tốt lắm.
The fact that you could appear there
Để tôi
tells
tưởng
us
tôi là một thằng
one
biến thái ngoài
crucial
đời nha.
thing.
Phiền phức lắm.
That you have piqued her interest.
Trong game á, nó
Perhaps
kiểu
it's
như là
because
không
she
có
has
gì kiềm
never
chế được.
seen an individual who is so
Chúng ta có thể tự do biểu
unpredictable
đạt cảm
in
xúc
the
của mình.
face of eternity.
Has no one else
Làm
ever
gì
been
chết à?
there?
None. No one has seen the devotee of eternity
là
since
chết
she
thiệt.
shut herself away.
Chị em nhìn
In fact,
chị em nhìn mấy bạn
no one
với
even
ánh mắt
knows what it looks
cái
like
kiểu
in
như
there.
hồi xưa cái
Your
dạ,
existence
khinh
is
bỉ.
more than just an opportunity. It's the very key to all of this.
Nên cái gì cũng phải có chừng mực thôi.
To that I say, well done, child. You did not disappoint me after all.
Wait, you're leaving? Where are you going?
Ý đâu à?
Anti-Raiden Shogun training. I've prepared a special program.
Huấn luyện đặc biệt phản công Shogun. Trời.
Come along.
Huấn luyện đặc biệt để quýnh nhau với Shogun. Nhưng mà trước khi đi huấn luyện thì tôi phải đi toilet cái đã.
One day, I'll be as great as Ryuji. One day, I'll be as great as Ryuji.
Mất mười mấy phút cuộc đời để gì? Mất mấy phút cuộc đời để đi toilet. Ok, quay lại. Không biết bà chị sẽ huấn luyện ta uống lộn với cơ thần như thế nào nha. Đang rất là trông mong nè.
We're gonna do it here? And what's this mechanism for?
Cái gì đây?
Think of it as a catalyst that can reproduce the Raiden Shogun's combat moves. I made it from my own memory, which means it should be perfectly accurate. Unless, of course, her skills have
Bản thân như
declined.
cứt ơi.
It'll give you a chance to figure
Chị
out
điểm
her
yếu của
moves in
đứa
advance
bạn của mình
and come
chứ.
up with a counter strategy. That should be a
Bad
big
red.
help, don't you think? The aim is to try to not get hit by the attacks.
Đúng là khi chị em giận nhau
Since you've escaped certain death
kiểu
at
như
her
muốn
hand
ném đá
once
vô tay
already.
lắm.
I presume this shouldn't be more than you can handle. What's stopping you? Not still traumatized from your last encounter, are you?
Tại vì có. Ây da. Làm sao để né được? Ốc. Ông đi đánh kỹ năng đánh trúng trong vòng 10 phút. Ui dồi. Cũng khó phết đấy. Đứng đây nè mới gọi là hợp lý nè. Ây da. Cái này sao né? phá cục này. Ô. Rồi, khó quá thì chơi ăn gian mấy bạn.
Sure.
Khó quá thì chơi ăn gian. Công nhận nó khó thiệt chứ. Ở khiêu chiến cuối cùng. Au.
Stabilize.
Ôi xài khi cũng uy tín hả? Xài khi vẫn uy tín rồi. Nhưng mà chắc né được cái sát thương cái đòn cuối cùng. Au. Là sao nhỉ? Không được phá cái cục đó luôn. Cái này khó quá.
Gather. Gather. Crumble. Gather. Solidified. Stabilize.
Oh, come on. Tôi không biết cái khúc cuối làm sao nữa. Tôi cứ mò lại đi.
What?
Phé khó thế. Rõ ràng là chỉ có thể phá được cái cục kia thôi mà mới hoàn thành được, mà sao nó không cho ta? Cái gì? Tạo khiên để không ăn cái tường tốn máu vô quá. Thì ra là phá khúc đó. Trời ơi, làm khó bản thân.
What a workout! So how come you know so much about the Raiden Shogun?
You mean me? Perhaps it's because I'm the Electro Archon's servant.
What? Like Devalin is to Barbados? Huh. Never would have guessed by looking at you.
It sounds like you'd be more persuaded if you saw me in my fox form.
Ồ, đi chín đuôi à?
In your dreams.
Huh.
More curious than my appearance is the fact that she and I don't see each other anymore, wouldn't you say?
Chắc cái khiêu chiến khó hơn nãy là chắc được thành tựu á. Nếu mấy bạn muốn được thành tựu thì nên thử. Nhưng mà nó chỉ yêu cầu không được dính ba hit, mà cái đó nhanh quá tôi cũng không né kịp đâu. Nên chắc mấy bạn nên chơi cái bình thường đi.
You know, A never said goodbye to me before she stepped into the plane of
trong kính không có cậy gì đâu, tạo cái khiên xong rồi né được sát thương mà. Bà chỉ là màu.
Deliberately, as her way of keeping our friendship eternal. By neither saying goodbye nor seeing me again, our relationship will remain forever how it was. In her mind, at least. Since we've embarked on two very different paths to eternity, I can either continue to maintain the status quo or do whatever it takes to bring her back on track, regardless of the cost. I have chosen the latter because if stubbornly isolating herself in the plane of Euthymia is her idea of eternity, then my duty as her eternal servant is to drag her back out of her own head and into the real world.
Aw, Miko, you sound like a really great friend.
Great friend. Yeah.
I'm only telling you this so you can
Ôi, chị
properly
thấy cái
understand
đùi
my
này cái quán nó
plan.
đẹp thôi.
Could you possibly spare the sentimentality for the time being? Anyway, that's enough chit-chat. Time
Sao
for
tôi không có người...
anti-Raiden Shogun training phase 2.
There's a part 2?
If you get hit by the Muso no Hitotachi, that's it. It's game over. I would get training if I were you.
Rồi. Nếu chị muốn thì em sẽ chơi đội hình tăng tốc độ di chuyển. Ủa Sasia đâu? Đây. Đây đi đất nữa.
All right, let's head off.
Chuyển thành đang 18 giờ luôn rồi. Chạy ra. Sắp giờ là mũi đánh 70 kẻ địch.
Windblade, one with nature.
Punishment!
The wind knows me. One with wind and cloud.
Retribution!
Hít bẻ không hồi máu rồi.
Disappear! Fallen leaves, adorn my night! Into the wind!
We're finally done! How did we do?
You did quite admirably. I could see your determination and your hard work.
So, do you think we're ready to beat the Raiden Shogun now?
Dư sức.
How do I put this? You're no match for her at all.
Wait, what?
What?
So all of this was a complete waste of time?
You are the most important part of the plan. I know what I'm doing. You don't think I'd leave you with no chance to win at all, do you? Speaking of, Traveler, what do you think of the Resistance Army's chances? You're absolutely right. Perhaps they occasionally best the Shogun's army in open battle, but when they face the Raiden Shogun herself...
Ý bà này nếu có chiến thắng đội quân của Shogun thì cũng là bị Shogun hiện thân là đập chết hết thôi. Bạn thấy con rắn khổng lồ của hồi nãy không? Con rắn to như vậy mà bà lôi thân đập còn chết nữa, huống hồ mấy cái đứa phàm tu tục tử này.
It is precisely because of their helplessness, because their visions have been taken from them, that their will is all the more precious. In short, if everything goes according to plan, they may yet prove to be helpful. Oh, goodness, is that the time? I have another guest to receive today. We can talk more back at the Grand Narukami Shrine.
All of this sudden, you're entertaining guests? Hyman's really struggling to understand how you work.
Chưa hết chương nữa, lâu dữ ta. Tôi quay hơi bị lâu rồi.
Okay, we can talk here. You asked me about the plan. In fact, I've been mulling it over for quite a long time. Before one makes a plan, what is the most important thing one must do?
Don't know. What is it?
You must understand the situation you are facing. The Vision Hunt Decree was obviously devised as a means of manipulating the Shogun. The ones behind it knowing full well her susceptibility as a puppet, with a single-minded focus on eternity. Yes, this is the strongest piece of evidence we have to go on. Now, we also know that every aspect of the Vision Hunt Decree's promulgation and execution has been enthusiastically spearheaded by the Tenryou Commission from the outset.
Ayaka was saying that every time they submitted a petition against the Vision Hunt Decree, the Tenryou and Kanjo commissions would veto it straight away with no negotiation.
Yes, it's all too clear that both the Tenryou and Kanjo commissions are in some form of collusion with the Fatui. Foolish humans, blinded by their greed. Thus, the current situation is that our Fatui antagonist is still at large, has the two rogue commissions wrapped around their finger, and is distributing delusions from the shadows. Unfortunately, given that said antagonist is under the protection of two commissions and the Raiden Shogun, we would be rather hard-pressed to track them down.
So, what should we do?
It will be easier for us to start with someone from Inazuma. So my plan is to incite rebellion in the Tenryou Commission.
Rebellion? What are you talking about? After everything you just said, it sounds like the Tenryou Commission has rebelled already.
When I say rebellion, I don't mean betraying the shogunate. I mean inciting a certain someone to betray the Tenryou Commission. If we manage to convince her, I'm quite sure we'll be able to get you another audience with the Raiden Shogun. I'll give you a clue. She's currently in charge of the Shogun's army. She visits the shrine at this time every month, and she is our guest today. She also appears to be standing right behind you.
Don't move a muscle. You've got some nerve showing up here in the shrine when there's an active warrant for your arrest. Don't even think about trying anything. Surrender now. You're coming with me to headquarters. Seize him!
Affirmative.
Kujusara!
it seems that you're forgetting. This is the Grand Narukami Shrine. Use of force here is strictly forbidden. Before you proceed, which of you would like to face criminal charges for dishonoring the Shogun,
Ugh. Guji-ai, please tell me you are not sheltering a wanted criminal here.
We are just friends. I don't see what sheltering has to do with it. Tell your subordinates to leave. We have things to discuss.
All of you outside.
As you wish.
Trời, làm đinh là phải vậy. Tin lệnh, mệnh lệnh, không
Guji-ai,
không ý
I'm
kiến.
a little curious. Does it not also dishonor the Shogun to hide a wanted criminal at her grand shrine?
You're the same as ever, Kujo-sara. No one can match you when it comes to loyalty to the Shogun.
As a servant, loyalty to the Shogun is my duty. And as a warrior, I dedicate my life to following the way of the Shogun.
Even though she will one day seize your vision too.
The Vision Hunt Decree is the Shogun's chosen course, and I shall not question it.
It's tragic. Such wholehearted devotion rendered meaningless by circumstance. Have you been kept in the dark? Or are you the only one left in the light?
Lady Guji, I need you to be direct. Tell me exactly what you mean.
The Vision Hunt Decree is a trap. Part of a Fatui plot to bring Inazuma to its knees. And your masters, the Kujo clan of the Tenryou Commission, they're the ones keeping the truth from reaching the Shogun.
You're saying the Kujo clan betrayed the Shogunate?
Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying.
Guji-ai, your allegation is not only dangerous, but ridiculous. The Tri-Commission has served the Shogun since ancient times, and remains absolutely loyal to this day. Ever since I was adopted by the Kujo clan, I have seen and heard nothing but pure devotion toward the Shogun. At every level of the Tenryou Commission, especially from the head of the clan, Kujo Takayuki. He reveres the Muso no Hitotachi more than anyone. My own respect for the Shogun pales in comparison to his. How could he ever even dream of acting against the Shogun?
3 days. Come back here in 3 days and I will show you the evidence. As a Guji, there's one thing I know very well. People believe whatever
Cho
they
3
want
ngày
to
sẽ
believe.
có vật chất thì
Some things you do
mẹ.
not see.
Lại bắt mình đi
Simply
làm
because
việc
you
giặt
do not wish to
rồi.
look.
Trời ơi.
And so, it falls to me to place the truth before your eyes, in all its ugliness.
3 days? I'll be here. But if I don't see any evidence, I will demand a formal apology for slandering the Kujo clan. Also, he will have to come with me.
Bắt được
Wonderful.
mới lạ.
Then I'll see you in 3 days. I look forward to it very much.
Cô chỉ là nhân vật 4 sao rồi, đợi bắt nhân vật 5 sao. Nằm mơ đi.
Paimon wasn't expecting to run into Zara here.
4 sao đợi bắt 5 sao.
Miko, you mentioned evidence of the Tenryou Commission's betrayal. Is that all in hand and good to go, or...?
Why are you always asking so many questions? Of course not. I just had to say something because I clearly wasn't
biết
convinced
mà.
there.
Not entirely unexpected.
As plans go, changing the deity's mind is a huge gamble to begin with. We can't expect to be in control of every last detail when we're facing off against a god, can we?
Okay, but what are we gonna do, though? We only have 3 days.
If we want to get our evidence, we're going to need some help. Now, come with me. We must awaken the professional.
Thôi được rồi, nhiệm vụ quay tới đây thôi. Quay nữa nó không mất hay phải không? Rồi, chúng ta sẽ hẹn lại ở lần kế tiếp nha. Rồi, ok, video này cảm ơn anh em đã theo dõi. Giờ tôi đi làm ví dụ của đôi thần đây. Sẵn quay clip đôi thần luôn. Rồi,